All right, so geometric series are now those ones with the common ratio. We're multiplying. So here's my formula, first term times r to the n minus 1. So I've got some examples here. For each geometric progression, write down the value of r and then find the term indicated. So we can see these are going down not by the same common difference, so that makes it not arithmetic. So again, to figure out our r value, take two consecutive terms and divide them. So 20 divided by 40 or 10 divided by 20. So I see here that my r value is 1/2. And I know my g sub 1 is 40. So to find the 12th term, g sub 12, I use the first term times 1/2 to the 12 minus 1. Now on your calculator, you can just put it all right in there, 1/2 to the 11th power. And I would use the math fraction button, so hit the math button and then frac and convert it to a fraction. So 5/256. Now I'm also going to do part B with you and then have you try one. So here, what am I multiplying by every time? It looks like we're going by negative 1/2. And I know g sub 1 is also 1/2. So g sub 9, I have 1/2 times negative 1/2 to the 9 minus 1. Again, just put it right into your calculator that way, times 1/2 to the 8th. Oops, this was negative. And there's my fraction, and it's 1/512. You can go ahead and pause the video and try the remaining two. And there are the answers for those. So I'll give you a second to check those. All right, on example 7, they give us the first term and the 6th term, and they want to find all those missing ones if we know it's geometric. So I know the 6th term, g sub 6. I know the first term. I do not know r, but I do know this was the 6th term, so that's to the 6 minus 1. This is going to look a lot like some of these units we've done earlier. So I'm going to divide by 81. And I'm going to get a ridiculous fraction here. 1 divided by 729 divided by 81. Ridiculous. That's scientific notation. That's 0.0000169. And so we get that is equal to r to the 5th power. And I don't even think, yeah, if I hit math fraction, it won't actually even give it to me as a decimal. But I'm going to leave it in my calculator because now I know to get rid of a 5th power, I have to do a 5th root, or to the 1/5 power. So whatever this is, I'm going to take it to the 1/5 power. So on my calculator, to the 1/5 power. And now that looks a little bit more normal, and I can hit math frac on that one, and I get 1/9. So that's what my r value is. Now I have to use that. My r value was 1/9 to find u 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I know the first term was 81. So what that actually tells me is just keep dividing by 9. So I get 9 divided by 9 is 1. Divided by 9 is 1/9. 1/81st. And then 1/729. Example 8 is very similar to one we've already done. They gave us the 5th term and the first term, and they tell me the last term. This is now my nth term. Given that r is positive, we need to find the number of terms. We're trying to find n. That gives me this as the nth term. So first I need to use this information here. I know that 1280, first term r to the 5 minus 1. I know that's a true statement. So when I divide by 5, this time we get a nice number, 256 equals r to the 4th. And then just like what we did that last time, we do the fourth root or to the 1/4 power, and we get 4. So now I know this is the nth term, 20,480 equals g sub 1 r to the n minus 1, divide by 5, now I can use logarithms here. I can do the log of each side to get this exponent to come down, or I can rewrite this as a base of 4, which I saw that that was 4 to the 6th. So if you missed that, that's okay. You can just do logarithms, so log, and get that exponent to come down. So now here, I can see those are going to go away with a log. So 6 equals n minus 1, n equals 7. And then last but not least, this problem should look very familiar to you. It says the value of a car depreciates, goes down at a rate of 19% per year. And if you buy a new car for $33,560, how much is it worth after 4 years? So your U1 is at time 0. So after 4 years, if I'm looking for time 4, I have to use u sub 5. I have to use an n of 5. I like to think of the car was bought at the beginning of year 1, not at the end of year 1. And so when they're saying after the end of 4 years, 5 years have actually gone past. So here we start with our first term is how much we bought it for. 1 minus 0.19, because it was depreciating, to the 5 minus 1, or to the 4th power. These are very familiar. These are what you guys did last chapter. So go ahead and punch that in. And we get a total of $14,446.48.